Greetings, TAYliens. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. As you can see from the title, these are messages from the moon. I have 5 sections to this reading. The very beginning is going to be a collective message for anyone that feels guided to this, okay? And then we have the section of the main pick a card portion. There are 3 groups. And then I have a special section dedicated to my TAYliens only, those of you that are subscribed to the channel. And so honestly, no long talking, let's just go ahead and get started. The moon was like, hey, I have some messages that I want to share. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Leave love in the comment section down below, and I will see you in your corresponding groups. All right, so here we have our 3 main groups, okay? Don't forget that we do have a collective reading at the very beginning, as well as a TAYlien reading for those that are subscribed to the channel at the very end, in collaboration with these 3 groups. So our main 3 groups here, as you can see, we have group number 1, the number 46, Stargazer. Group number 2, the number 29, Moon Hair. And group number 3, the number 5, Waxing Gibbous. Feel free to pause the screen if needed to make your selections. If you would like to be a part of our Patreon gang for even more exclusive content, I will leave that link in the description box down below. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, that is also in the description box down below. And let's go ahead and get started. If you are wanting to collaborate and put some time, effort, and energy into the comment section to let me know that you appreciate this content, that you appreciate the moon, that you appreciate what it do, I want you to leave a star emoji if you select group number 1, leave a rabbit emoji for group number 2, and leave a moon emoji for group number 3. Any kind of moon, because I know there's several phases of the moon. It would be interesting to know what phase of the moon you feel guided to leave in the comment section down below. So again, if you select group number 1, we have a star, group number 2, a rabbit, and group number 3, the moon. All right, so I will see you in your groups, as well as the collective and or the TAYlien message. See you there. All right, so to my collective that is currently tuned in, let's go ahead and get started. So the collective card that came out is Taking the Moonlight, the number 20, okay? So it's interesting that we have this full moon here. She's full-fledged in her fullest capacity, okay? She's here, she's not hiding. All right, so this is definitely relevant to the message that's going to be coming through, as well as this being the number 20. The number 20 resonates with the Judgment card in tarot, which tells me that this is a pretty big calling, okay? So there's a lot of energies influencing you, as the moon is the basis of this movement, of this motion, of this energy. There's something here that cannot be avoided, cannot be ignored, cannot be I'm hearing collided, and I'm being brought to like when 2 spacecrafts, or like when 2 flying objects in space collide, like 2 meteors or something, and it like changes the path here. I'm seeing that there's something here that cannot be avoided in that way, like the path is completely clear, like there's no blockages, there's no nothing here. So let's get some messages from the moon. We have Taking the Moonlight. Let's go ahead and get started. What message needs to come out here for my collective? These flowers are really relevant. They are very, very relevant. We have 2, 2, 4, flamingo with fun, and we have phrases, motivation, never give up. Okay, so there could be some sort of positive movement forward. This is giving something that is literally fun, that gives you that motivation, that gives you that gusto, okay? And these flowers are really standing out to me as well. I feel like I'm picking up on something about romanticizing life, but we won't jump to any conclusions. Let's go ahead and pull cards, okay? Messages from the moon for my collective gathered here today. Messages from the moon for my collective here. We have dice, chance, Okay, the number 19, so we also have that synchronicity. The number 19, obviously, is right before the number 20. The number 19 represents the sun here. This is interesting because we have the sun and the moon, but with judgment as well. Okay, so that gives that essence of, again, those two spatial bodies that cannot be messed with. Okay, there's something about like the sun, anything coming towards the sun is going to disintegrate. Like the sun is just too hot, and anything going towards the moon is giving me this energy of nothing going towards the moon can knock it off of its orbit, can knock it off of its path, can knock it off of where it is and what it's doing. These two things are very stationary in a way, but they're right where they belong. They're right where they need to be. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get one more from this deck. But I was also getting here too that there could be something in your rearview mirror catching your attention. Okay. So this is obviously talking about something of the past, but I don't want us to associate the past with negativity because it's not always the case here. All right, so we have bullseye, focus, okay? The number 40. Interesting. We have the sun, the moon, we have the focus. Remember, I was already talking about something that cannot be knocked off of its course. Okay, and look at these two things here. It's almost like they're in the orbit here, but they cannot be knocked off course. Everything is right where it needs to be. So there's something significant about twos, okay? You even have these two die, these two dots, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, we have infinity, unlimited potential, the number 43. I feel as though something in your past is going to be revealing itself more promising than once thought before. This card wants to peek out here. Okay, we have heart, love. Okay, so there's something in your past that you look at with eyes of love. Okay, you look at it with thoughts of love. And it's like this shift in perception that literally shifts your perception. Okay, this card also wants to peek out too. Labyrinth, journey. Okay, and this other one that is standing out to me here, fence, boundaries. Okay, yeah, so there could be something from your past coming back around, proving to be more fruitful than once anticipated because of the boundaries that you have set in place here. And there was one more actually, globe, possibility. I'm telling you, something is opening up here. There's some sort of potential here that you never saw before. Remember, that was at the bottom of the deck, unlimited potential. There's some sort of potential in something that you've never seen before here that is being revealed to you. We have the 9 of Cups. What is this? We have the Hierophant. Okay. All right, talk to me. What is the message here for the collective from Moon? I want 5 tarot cards. Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so the ruler of this household, the ruler of this happiness here, okay? This is the ruler of this happiness over here. Something about consistency. Okay, we have the 8 of Cups. All right. What else? Judgment just flashed out. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so we got double 10s. Okay. Okay, and double 10s add up to a 20. So something about 20s are really significant here. All right. No matter when you are viewing this, maybe the 20th of the month could be relevant because we even have 40 here as well, which is just even more 20s on top of 20s, okay, and more 10s on top of 10s. Let's get one more, just one more tarot card, please. Oh, that's too many. Okay, but remember I was talking about the ruler of this happiness, the ruler of this happiness, and we have the Emperor. Oh, okay, I'm being dramatic. I totally am. But look at this. I talked about the ruler of this happiness. There is something here that is unlocking here. Some sort of equally yoked joy. And it's seeming like something is happening by, quote unquote, by chance. Okay? I feel like this is something that's like, the reason why it's coming through as a moon message is because it's showing up as something that's going to like tap you on your shoulder and just surprise you, okay? But I talked about the ruler of this happiness, the ruler of this house, okay? And it seems as though this Queen of Cups is guiding someone or something to step up and match her energy to create more happiness, to create more abundance, okay? I'm feeling guided to keep these out. All right, so I'm just going to put those on the side, but I need one more tarot card to go over here, please, and thank you. And we have the Three of Swords here. That is so crazy. Okay, so I'm feeling like this is a situation where something had ended. There was some sort of betrayal, some sort of upheaval, some sort of broken home energy. Something here was broken down to be built up. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands here. Okay, let's see, because now all of a sudden I'm being guided to actually grab a tea leaf card to put at the center of all of this. So y'all give me a little time, please, just a little time. One tea leaf card to go in the middle here. We have Broken Wishbone. Okay, yeah, this is so interesting. Something that didn't work out. Either this is something that didn't work out in the past or something that's not working out right now is leading you back to something of the past to prove how fruitful something actually is or how fruitful something can be here. Okay, we have bags, something important such as a new job or raise, and I feel like this is also more than just that. Emphasis on the something important. I talked about that. There's something important in your past that's being highlighted right now. There's something in your past that's being brought back around, and it's such as a raise, and I feel like this is what's going on here, is this raising of vibration. I talked about that already, something breaking off and raising to match this Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups energy here. All right, so let's continue to unfold these messages. Okay, I'm going to read the Taking the Moonlight card and interpret anything else that needs to come from this as well. All right, so Taking the Moonlight, number 20. Let's go ahead and hop on in. The number 20. 20. All right, so 20. Taking the Moonlight. The keywords here are dating, flirtation, and charm. I can't make this up, y'all. Some sort of love wish did not come true because something in your rear view is coming into clear view. Now, this does not necessarily mean that you have to turn around and get back with your ex, okay? This could be a lesson that comes back around and then puts you on the correct path, or this could be something that hashed itself out from the past and now is bringing itself to the present, okay? But let's read on because, oh my gosh, we have the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, and this King of Cups, Ace of Cups is rising to the occasion. That's what this Emperor keeps telling me, is that we are rising to the occasion, okay? Let's see what this says. All right, so for my collective, another card of love and romance, but while the Lover's Moon denotes a long-term relationship, Taking the Moonlight indicates something that is more casual or a new romance that is in the first stages of development. This is the card of dating, of meeting someone by moonlight for fun and friendship, which could possibly lead into something more serious later on. After all, every serious relationship began with a first date. This is a charming card of getting to know new people, enjoying new experiences together, and seeing where it all leads. Taking the Moonlight is encouraging you to say yes to a date, to let your hair down a bit, and take a chance on someone new. When we have been hurt by love before, it can be difficult to open up and trust again. But this card is letting you know that dating can be a healing experience as well as a lot of fun. Sometimes all you need is for someone new to look on you with fresh eyes and a different perspective. It's not about giving someone else a chance. It's about giving yourself a chance to love again. Have a dance, have a fling, have a laugh, see what's out there, and enjoy yourself. Okay, so like I said, it seems like something didn't work out, and Spirit is encouraging you to not focus so much on that, but to take a chance. Okay, you have no idea what this chance could potentially lead to for you. All right, this is quite incredible the way that this is panned out here. This is obviously showing that something didn't work out, some sort of wish was not granted because something better is in store here. So the moon is literally bringing in a message here of allowing yourself and opening yourself up to love, okay? And do not deny yourself the possibilities of opening up to new potential. Again, this is at the bottom of the deck here. Infinity, unlimited potential. And now I'm actually being guided to read this card, which was at the bottom of the deck, and it says metamorphic, the number 33. So let's go ahead and read that, and then we will wrap up this message for the collective, okay? So the moon wants to talk about love. I didn't come here wanting to talk about love as a reader myself, but hey, who am I? Just the messenger. Oh, hey. All right, so the number 33, metamorphic. Keywords here are trapped, hardship, transformation. This card indicates that you are entering a time of transformation through darkness. Something will occur that will change you on a deep and profound level. There will be a chrysalis stage where you might feel trapped or powerless, but rest assured that this is temporary. Soon you will emerge from the dark chrysalis and, like the moth, you will be free to try new wings that you have gained. This can be a tricky card, indicating a time of hardship, difficulty, or ill health. Know that you are growing in strength and resilience throughout this process, and that you will be wiser than you were before by the end of it. It is a temporary shadow that hangs over you, and while it can be tough to navigate, it won't last forever. Take a tip from the moth and look for any glimmer of light to get you through the darkness. That's what's going on here, y'all. Whatever kind of heartbreak, heartache, pain, loss, or betrayal that you are currently experiencing, you're actually being called to not hide yourself away, because hiding yourself away is actually going to be the complete opposite of allowing yourself to transform. It's interesting because you are being called, that's why this Three of Swords is here. The Three of Swords matches the metamorphic energy, but it's like the healing actually occurs here when you put yourself out there. It's like, you guys know how I talk about it sometimes. If you watch the videos throughout the channel, you may have heard me talk about being in hermit mode, but not that always meaning that you are like shut out in a cave, not talking to anyone. Sometimes your hermit mode is being out in the world in a different version of yourself, being cloaked, if you will. Still being yourself, but protecting yourself with those boundaries. Remember, we saw the fence with the boundaries in the other deck. That's what is going on here, is that you're being called to be in a different type of hermit mode by exploring the world with your newfound boundaries based on some sort of betrayal, heartbreak, or loss that you experienced because some sort of wish was not granted. Take a chance. You may be surprised with what you find. Again, this is not telling you to toss aside all of your boundaries, but this is also telling you that it's not safe for you to just shut yourself off from the world and interacting with people. That will just make you feel more unsafe, more insecure. You have so much love to give, so much love to offer. That's what is over here. You represent this Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups. You rule this happiness here. This Eight of Cups separating you from this Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Swords lets me know too that you are in this safe space. Like you have your boundaries around your heart. This is giving Proverbs 4:2-3. I believe that's the scripture. Guard thine heart, for all that you do flows from it. Guarding your heart doesn't mean shutting yourself off from the world. And that's what this season is teaching you. All right, so I will see you in whatever group that you decide to select, okay? And leave your emojis down below. Remember, group number 1, you drop a star if you selected group number 1. If you select group number 2, then drop a rabbit emoji. And if you select group number 3, leave a little moon emoji. All right, and if you are a TAYlien, I'll see you at the very end, but I'm off. Group number 1 that resonates with Stargazer number 46. I want to see your star emojis in the comment section down below. And I'm getting that song by Travis Scott. Rolling, 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 got me stargazing. Yeah, psychedelics got me going crazy. Okay, so I feel like you are about to take an adventure, okay? Yeah, now I'm also hearing emotional roller coaster. Okay, I'm not even sure who that's by right now. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But let's go ahead and see. So I see here that you are, as this individual is reaching for the moon, you are definitely experiencing emotions that you've never felt before, trying things that you've never tried before. All right, let's see. You got both of your cards to come out at the same time. Bottom of the deck, we have Globe Possibility, okay? And I find it interesting that this person is up on a mountain. It's like you found a spot and you hiked all the way up to explore some sort of feelings here. So there's something here that is definitely being explored, all right? And we have Anchor, Stability, we have Lightning, Disruption, okay? So this is giving Tower moment all day. And interestingly enough, the number 16 that's on this Anchor, Stability card is literally equivalent to the Tower card. And then we have the number 41, which condenses down to the number 5, which is the Hierophant, the Hierophant. So I'm seeing here that your rules are being broken down, love. Your rules, actually, I've heard that they have been broken down. Your rules have been broken down. Something that you believed in, or something that you thought you believed, or something that you thought was safe, has actually turned out to not be the case. Whatever that actually means in your life, in your world, some sort of thing that you believed in, or someone that you believed in, there's just been a break. Something is not what you thought it was. And that's what this emotional roller coaster is about. Something was inconsistent. Okay. Let's see what this is about. What is this about? What is this about? The thing that you thought was stable turns out to not be so stable here, is what the moon is highlighting. All right, let's get into it. We have the Ace of Wands. I'm hearing that theme song by Wizards of Waverly Place. Everything is not what it seems. Okay. Look, see the Five of Swords. Everything is not what it seems. Let's get 2 more tarot cards. See? Oh my gosh, the Hanged One. Everything is not what it seems. So it seems like your perception, your perspective, your world has been turned upside down because some sort of truth has been exposed, and oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, so it could have something to do with some sort of, I just heard a leak or a confession. A leak or a confession could have been made here. Or this could just be like a situation where someone's like, I just want to try something different, or take a new approach, or go a different direction, something like this. Okay, and you are being guided to build yourself back up from whatever this disappointment is, or this unexpected twist of fate or turn is. Let's get 1 more tarot card. We have the High Priestess. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. So, picking up on this energy, I feel like you did not get what you wanted. Hence the collective message. If you didn't watch that, I highly recommend, because it's definitely flowing straight into your reading. You didn't get what you wanted in the situation, or if you did get what you wanted in the situation, it didn't last, or it didn't transform in the way that you may have anticipated. And now there seems to be something in your face right now. Oh, that's so interesting. I just said there's something in your face right now. We have Apple, temptation will test you. There's something that's in your face right now that kind of wants to call every belief that you have into question. All right, let's see here. Bottom of the deck, we have Lily, spiritual love. All right, so the moon is coming through here to ask you, number 1, do you feel safe? Do you feel secure? Do you feel tempted? There's something here that you have deemed as unworthy or bad or negative. And you're being called to ask yourself, is that the case? Now, of course, I'm not saying that you need to like question something that you obviously know is bad for you, but this is really a call to really examine the situation and find out, why is it that this tower did occur to tear down the belief that you had? There seems to be something here about jumping to conclusions in certain situations. It's giving That's So Raven a bit. You know how she would try to jump to do something, to change something, so that it didn't ruin what she already had going on, but her trying to change it, her trying to flip it, actually just catapulted the vision into reality. There seems to be some sort of energy here where we rushed into some sort of new beginning, thinking that we knew exactly what would occur. But then something bites us in the behind, or something slaps us in the face. And it shifts our perspective. It changes everything that we thought that we knew. But then you're brought back to some original thought, some original idea, some original pattern. My third eye is really going crazy right now. So really, in this chapter of your life, the moon is asking you to be curious. Again, maintaining boundaries is super important, as usual. When I was pre-shuffling for this group, I saw in this deck that has the Anchor and Lightning card that the Fence Boundaries card came out for you. There seems to be something that you are tight-lipped about, that you don't want to talk about impacting you as much as it did, or something that you gave into as easily or as quickly as you did. Like, you don't want to talk about it. But something needs to be talked about. It doesn't need to be glazed over. And the reason for this is to rebuild, to reconstruct, to reconfigure. So whatever feelings that you feel like you are deeply entrenched in at this time, for a lot of you though, I think that you've overcome the deep intensity of it, hence being at the top of this mountain, conquering the fear, facing the emotion. There's some sort of trickery going on here, but the interesting thing is that the trickery is not what you think it is. It's like the very thing that you're looking at as the temptation, the trick, is not. It's not exactly what it is. Everything is not what it seems. Again, like we said. Let's dive a bit further into this. I'm going to read the Stargazer card. The number 46. Number 46, Stargazer. Keywords here: aspiration, ambition, striving. This is the card of ambition, aspiration, and achievement. When it comes up in a reading, it is asking you to think about what you really want from your life and what you can give to the world in return. Remember that manifestation is a collaboration, so if you want to be a singer, you'll be using your talent to offer entertainment to the world. If you want to be a writer, you'll be gifting your imagination, and so on. Ambition comes naturally to some people, and they have no problems making their dreams come true. For others, however, it is something that needs to be nurtured. Some people need to be trained to have aspiration, and that's okay too. You just need to see yourself achieving your goals and ambitions. Visualize it on a daily basis, and when any negative patterns of thought creep in, gently replace them with a bright vision of you singing to an appreciative audience, or holding up your published book, or whatever your personal ambition is. Visualize the end goal every day as you take small steps to bring it into being. This card is reminding you that you have to be able to dream of it before you can become it, okay? So yes, 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 yes. That's what all this, like, I keep getting like this rushing in, rushing out, rushing in, rushing out, rushing, like you do something and then you're like, oh, I think that's a sign not to do it. And then you get inspiration to do it again. And then you're like, oh, I think that's inspiration not to do it. And then you do it again. You're like, oh, that was a good sign. And you're like, but no. But that's why this high priest is at the end of it all. You keep having those visions for a reason. The temptation is, again, what I said, what you don't even recognize it as. The very thing that you think is temptation is not temptation. It's the trickery in the situation that has you jumping in and out. The very thing that's trying to make you second guess your goals, your achievements, that's the temptation. So, for example, because it talked about singing and making music and things of that nature, let's say that you get inspiration to write a really great song and you love that freaking song, but you drop it and it flops. You're like, damn, that must be my sign not to make music. But then you get another great song, you write it down, you record it, you drop it, and it does a little bit better, but then it kind of flops still. In those moments of doubt, is when you're being encouraged back into this high priestess energy. You wouldn't have the desire, you wouldn't have the vision if it wasn't for you. Temptation is literally the disruption that's trying to break your stability, your foundation. And this anchor stability is being shown to me as this tree that the Hanged One is on. And, oh, interesting. Temptation will test you. Look at this. They're on a tree, the apple, the snake. The snake is formulating this disruption, this thing that's trying to throw you off, that's trying to throw off it's like a chemical balance of your home, like your tree. It's almost like, it's like this snake, for whatever reason, being in your tree, it's something like I just heard, it's a bad habit. Like, it's almost as if like I'm being told that the snake has like poison on its skin, and just the snake alone touching your tree poisons the tree. It stunts the tree's growth. So what is it? What does a snake represent for you? What is poisoning your stability? What is trying to cut you loose from your anchor? Interesting, I said cut you loose from your anchor, and we have this Hanged One here to this tree. You're meant to stand firm in this tree position. It keeps you away from the doubts. Like, even when the doubts come, you know that you are stable. The moon is calling you to find some form of stability. As you are climbing this mountain to conquer your fears, to achieve your goals, it's like this tree and the mountain are equal here. As you're climbing this mountain and you get scared and you're like, oh, you're 30% of the way up the mountain. Why would you go back? That's what this energy is. It's like, you're 30% up the mountain. Why would you turn around now? You can take a break. But why would you turn around to quit now? And then you get another 30% up the mountain. And then sometime later, you're 70% up the mountain, but then that temptation comes back again and tries to get you to say, nah, never mind, let me start over. Why would you undo all that progress? The thing is, though, the trick here is that you don't know how much you have progressed up the mountain. That's the trick. You don't know how far you've actually progressed up the mountain. But that's where faith comes in to weigh in over this temptation. I don't care if you feel like you only took 10 steps up that mountain, 10 steps further than where you were, 10 steps further than if you were to go back. The moon is calling you to keep going. Don't give up now. Why would you quit? Why would you give up? You have no idea what percent you've already achieved. But it's more than whatever you believe. And this is your message from the moon. For my group number ones, thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like to join our Patreon, I will leave that in the description box down below. If you would like to book a personal reading, that is also linked in the description box down below. And if you are a TAYlien, I will see you at the very end of this reading. If you select another group, I will see you there. And don't forget to check out the collective message, because that is for any and everyone that clicks onto this video. But I'm off. Thanks for tuning in. Group number 2 that resonates with the moon hair. I want to see your rabbit emojis in the comment section down below. Number 29, let's go ahead and get started. Messages from the moon. The moon hair. This moon hair feels like they've raced somewhere. And they feel like they're looking at the moon like, okay, now what? I've raced here. I have to live with every decision, every choice that I've made up until this point. So what now? Let's find out. What is the message for my group number 2's the moon hair? I want to see your rabbit emojis in the comment section down below. Skull endings, yep. You feel like you're at the end of some sort of road here. Like there's definitely an, oh wow, 29. What's interesting though, babes, you feel like you made some sort of wrong turn. You feel like you flucked up somewhere and you wish you had a time machine. Like that one song, I wish I had a time machine. You would get in that time machine and you would literally go back and undo everything. You would literally set yourself back and undo everything because you are so doubtful of where you are and what you've created or what you've done here. But I promise you, you're right where you are meant to be. Whatever has ended or whatever you started that you feel kind of about, that's exactly where you are meant to be. Cloud distractions. This hair under here is fucking annoying me so bad. So bad. Okay. Okay, so for some of you, that's what's going on here. That's what's going on. Like the way that I just moved that hair in your energy, I wished for a moment that I didn't even acknowledge the hair. Oh, interesting. The hair, like there was hair. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, but it's like, I wish I hadn't even acknowledged the hair because I was like, ugh, I just messed this up. I just moved that. I just did this. I just get like this perfectionist energy. It's like you're kind of like beating yourself up for cleaning some things out, but baby, I promise you, you have done nothing wrong. This kind of looks like a rabbit to me, but almost a rabbit with wings, or like a pig with wings. It looks like a creature that has wings, like a creature that's not supposed to fly with wings. That's what it looks like. And it's a number 11. That's a highly spiritual number. So this thing that's not supposed to be flying is flying. Bottom of the deck, we have traffic cone caution, number 32. So moon hair, you have rushed somewhere. But again, that's all a part of the plan. This desire for you to go back in time doesn't allow you to go back in time, so why even burden yourself with the thoughts? They're just distractions. Those thoughts, those wishes, those hopes, be like, oh, I wish I could go back in time. It's nothing but an energy drain. So this is a call to accept what is currently and not look back, except for when you're looking back to remember the lesson learned. You've got some trinkets, you've got some memorabilia or something like this. You have things to hold on to from this past. Like you have things to remember this season by. Do something beautiful with those things. Like how this shelf is decorated here, it's almost as if like this person traveled to a place with someone that they're no longer in a relationship with, but they got this really cool tiki thing from it. Maybe you had a job as an archaeologist and for whatever reason it didn't end up working out, but you have this really cool antique from the job. Maybe you feel like you wasted money on a book, but it looks really good on your shelf. You're really being called to appreciate whatever you are currently in. Appreciate it and use it as a guide moving forward. The Empress, see, like, look, the Ten of Wands. It's like you're stressing yourself, but it's not even necessary. Instead of focusing on the mistakes made or times past or what you had, look at what you have. Look at how much you know. Look at how much strength you've gained. Look at what you've determined thus far. I'm hearing information is your best friend. All that this season was meant to teach you was how to research, how to think twice a couple of times. And basically how to make yourself feel secure in the choices that you make. That's all this season was, is to teach you to slow down. The consequences of your decisions are not punishment. They're literally just where you are right now. The Seven of Cups. You feel confused, you feel lost, you feel doubtful. That's okay, that's normal. You feeling this way is only confirmation that you can only go up from here, because you will never make the same mistake twice, right? And honestly, they're not even mistakes, because again, it's exactly where you're meant to be. Shut the fuck up. Guys, we have a freaking rabbit and you get a motherfucking carrot out of all these cards. You get a carrot. You get a carrot. Opportunity or windfall. I promise you, whatever it is that you're beating yourself up about, it is not that serious, okay? Like, even if it is a very serious matter, like you feel like it's the end of the world, I promise you, the end of one world is just the beginning of a new one. You're entering a new era. And you have so much strength in this era. Chain of events that will affect your life. You will never move the same. Ever. You will never, ever, ever move the same way again in life. Because of this season, this chapter that's just ended. You will never be the same again. That's the point of life. That's the point. But the fact that you are the moon hare and you have a carrot at the center of your reading tells you that you are exactly where you're meant to be. There's no questions. So breathe in and exhale and know that everything will be okay and you will prevail. I'm going to read the moon hare and then we are going to exit. Number 29, moon hare. The keywords here are fertility, the Empress, transcendence, Six of Swords, moving on, as well as the Strength card, as well as the Two of Wands. This is transcendence here. And rebirth, skull, endings. You feel like you rushed to the middle of nowhere, or you rushed to the end of something, and you're like, that wasn't my intention. Maybe it wasn't your intention, but it was your highest self's intention for your highest and greatest good. So let's read this. The moon hare is symbol of fertility and renewal, so this is a time of regeneration and rebirth. This card could indicate the fertility of a growing family with children or grandchildren on the horizon. Alternatively, it could mean that you are entering into a time of creative fertility when your imagination is fired up for new projects and ideas. Follow these ideas and see where they take you. The magical moon hare is also a symbol of abundance, so it could be the period of creativity that leads to a lucrative opportunity for you. Opportunity or windfall. In the past, it was said that the witches could transform into hares in order to escape their persecutors, and as a shape-shifting creature, the moon hare symbolizes some kind of self-transformation or transcendence. It is a dynamic card, suggesting swift movement. So expect sudden changes and plans, and be prepared to go with the flow. I'm telling you guys, you're beating yourself up over something that you are going to, in the future, be hugging yourself for. It's like the very thing that you are damning yourself for will be the very thing that you thank yourself for. Because you never knew that a rabbit, a hare, could grow wings and fly. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust the wave that you came in on. And take the lessons as lessons. And turn those L's into wins, baby. All right? This is all that I have for you, group number 2. I'm going to head on over to group number 3. If you select another group, I will see you there. Don't forget to check out the collective message so you can combine it with this message. And if you are already subscribed to the channel, check out the TAYliens message at the very, 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 very end. If you would like to join the Patreon gang, I will leave that in the description box down below. And if you would like to book a personal reading, that will also be in the description box down below. But until next time, take care, be well. I'm off. Group number 3 that resonates with the waxing gibbous moon, the number 5. I will be looking for your moon emojis in the comment section down below. But I have this feeling that you will be surprised with the impact that you have on people, places, energies, the world, and how it transforms you, your experiences, and even the people around you. Talk to me about the waxing gibbous group number 3. Oh, okay, so those 2 cards came out in group number 2, so definitely check out group number 2. And actually, I didn't even tell group number 2, but I was definitely hearing 3 the whole time that I was channeling for them. But if they're meant to be here, they'll be here. If they're meant to be here, they will be here. That was a double entendre, talking about group number 2 being here, but also you, baby. Somebody or something is meant to be there, so they will be in due time. Talk to me about my group number 5. Oh, I say group number 5 because of the number 5 here, but let's see. Don't you worry your pretty little mind. People throw rocks and things that shine that makes life look hard. Is that a Taylor Swift song, y'all? Evil eye protection. People throw rocks at things that shine, and that makes life look hard, or whatever the lyrics were. All right, so it's looking like a period of isolation has you feeling away. Lotus flower enlightenment. What you need to know. Okay, I'm seeing that the 27th of the month could be relevant to you. The 27th of January, the 27th of May, or January through May could be relevant. Or you could be seeing these times like 127, 527, or 121, 521. Bottom of the deck says, hello again, recycle, recover. What did I say? If they were meant to be here, they will be here. They will rise to the occasion. We have evil eye protection and lotus flower. This just looks like third eye energy so heavily to me. I said, if they are meant to be here, they will be here. And it literally says hello again. And I was talking about how you'll be surprised with what your energy does, how you transform people, places, and things. We have the 9 of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely in this phase, in this chapter, feeling like everything's falling apart, or everything's gone wrong, or everyone's abandoned you, or whatever this feeling is. It's giving Dark Night of the Soul energy, the Nine of Pentacles. So we go 9-9. Okay, so I always associate nines with like the Hermit, and just renewing yourself. Like this is, you're birthing a new version of yourself. The Eight of Pentacles. The Empress, which also came out in group number 2. One more tarot card, please. And we have the King of Wands. This is reminding me of of the collective message. The King of Wands, look at how he's looking at this Empress. And remember, in the collective message, the Emperor came out. The King of Wands is one level away from the Emperor. The Emperor is all the kings made up into one. But this King of Wands is looking like an elevation, like they're ready to elevate to be the Emperor to this Empress. Look, the Ten of Swords, a level up, a change. I just heard an exchange. Shut up, y'all. This came out in group in the collective message. I'm gonna get another one, but I'm telling you, you gotta check out group number 1. I mean, oh my gosh, I keep trying to say group. You gotta check out the collective message. And look at what's at the bottom of the deck right now. Younger man, elevating. The King of Wands, elevating. The younger man is being like this King of Wands, looking to elevate. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Evil eye, protection. Yo. Something or someone is meant to be in your life, in your force field, or to be your protector in some way, shape, or form. We have Lobster, financial pinch. We have financial pinch, and we're talking about this Eight of Pentacles at the center of this reading. That could be what this King of Wands feels like they need to level up in financially in order to get to this Empress's level. But there's something here that is brewing beyond your control, is what I just heard. And we literally have beyond your control. There's some sort of something that you're functioning through, or something that you've overcome. It's gone from Nine of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles. Like you've made something of these worries. You've made something of yourself. You've made something of these doubts. You've transmuted the energy, this evil eye protection, the cobweb. You've transmuted some sort of negative energy to unfold this Empress, Lotus energy. And that is being observed, and I heard and absorbed. Someone's literally looking to level themselves up, to align themselves with the Empress. This could be someone that you already know. For some of you, this is yet to come. I'm going to read the Waxing Gibbous card. We will expand and see what else needs to come out, and then we'll be done. The number 5. And also the number 5 represents the Hierophant, which talks about union. A common ground. All right, let's see. Let's see here. Number 5. And it's like I'm really taking my time. Okay. Waxing Gibbous Moon. The keywords here are windfall, success, preparation. This is another lovely card that suggests things are coming to a head and all your efforts are soon to be rewarded. It foretells good things coming your way and could indicate a windfall, a surprise, a chance encounter, and so on. It is a card of abundance and plenty, meaning that the energies of growth are surrounding you now. Don't go overboard in celebrations or spending, though, as this could upset the delicate balance of energies. Instead, keep a check on your spending habits and make sure that you are saving for a rainy day. We literally talked about the financial fucking pinch, bro. Okay? You could have been saving it for a rainy day, or someone else has been saving it for a rainy day. But there's something here. I don't know why money is so relevant, or like work is so relevant here, but it is. Let's read on. It is too easy at this time to become overly self-indulgent. Enjoy the period of abundance without being reckless or becoming a spendthrift. Enjoy the success that you've already achieved, but make sure that you are lining your nest at the same time in preparation for leaner periods. Be a good steward of all that you already have so that you always have enough, regardless of outside influences such as the economy. In times of feast, prepare for famine. That is the overall message of this card. So, you've come from, this is giving like rags to riches, baby, or like your worries have fueled you to work on yourself, to build something up here. Now, your Empress energy is being overseen by this King of Wands energy. Like, this King of Wands is like, all right, like, phew. Remember that younger man energy that we kept seeing? They're like, phew, I leveled up from the Page of Wands. Now I'm the King of Wands. But now I got to stay on top of myself. I got to stay on top of my indulgences. I got to balance my work with my play so that I can level up from the King of Wands to the Emperor. This is talking about becoming what you want to attract. Whatever hiccups that you've overcome recently, whatever lessons that you've learned recently, whatever you've realized recently, we're not going back there. We want to stay comfortable. Now, interestingly enough, group number 2, I'm seeing a lot of messages from group number 2 resonating with you guys, group number 3, because they even had a carrot to fall out, and look at what's in her hand. Carrots. Opportunities and windfalls right here in your hand. Excuse me. That doesn't mean that you could just stop working. I see you have these windfalls that have helped you out of this dark time. And now we are working to level up. We're working to give ourselves what we want, to give ourselves what we desire. This group right here is really giving me this energy of like, you've already seen the light, so now it's just about following through and doing what you got to do to protect you. That's what this King of Wands is here about, protection. I'm also seeing here too that for some of you, this was some sort of like evil eye that had you in this Nine of Swords energy. But somehow you learning from what, because basically what I've learned about evil eye is that it's not the same as like, oh yeah, someone like looks at you or casts a spell over you and it just drains your bank account. No, it puts you in the mindset, in the mentality, in the status of, oh, I can do whatever I want. I can be all willy-nilly. And then like it just slips out of your fingertips. It's like it creeps up on you. You're being enlightened to this reality. So now that you've been enlightened to this, like for example, like even when people try to do like beauty damaging things to other people, like these are really like sick people in the world, but hey, they're there, bro. When they do things like that, it's not to directly make them ugly in their sleep. It's to make them go do something that will affect their appearance. That doesn't make them look better. Like maybe they go get a haircut or a hair color that kind of takes away from their natural assets. That's how evil eye works. I hope that makes sense. Another thing, because it keeps coming through as like financial, I feel like this is definitely like people throwing evil eye at your finances, at your changes that you've been making in that way. And maybe you got a little bit too comfortable with your finances and you started spending all willy-nilly. You started indulging a little bit too much. You got too comfortable, and then the rain fell and it drained you. The evil eye was in the you getting too comfortable and not preparing for the rainy day. So then when the rain came, there it is. There's something much deeper here for your group, okay? There's something much deeper here for your group. But look at this. Look. Hello again, recycle, recover, the Ten of Swords. You've seen this cycle. You've seen this cycle, so don't let it happen again. Simple as that. Like for certain jobs, you know specifically that your pockets don't receive as much love in the wintertime. That's just with anything in general. Like generally speaking, obviously it's not the case for everybody. Like some people, I don't know, if you like build igloos for a living, like the wintertime would be like your prime, you know? But like for those of you that have like things that thrive in warmer times and warmer months, use that time to build, save, to grow and develop, so that when that winter time comes through again, you don't have to worry about those rainy days because you're already prepared. Preparation is your best friend right now, baby. So this is all that I have for you, group number 3. If you are a TAYlien, I'll see you at the very end of this reading. Make sure you check out group number 2 if you feel guided to do so, as well as the collective message. If you'd like to join Patreon, I will leave that in the description box down below. If you'd like to book a personal reading, I will leave that in the description box down below as well. But I'm off. Let's get into it. TAYliens, my TAYlienes. Let's see, what is your message? What's your main card? Ooh, that is beautiful, bitch. That is beautiful. She looks like a crystal. I love this card so much. I've never actually seen this before. And if I have, I don't remember it. I ain't never seen this card before. I'm gonna say that. I ain't never seen it. Moon Goddess. Beautiful. Number 25. You are channeling straight Moon Goddess energy. This looks like a clear quartz tower to me. You are channeling new energy, which means that you are becoming new. You are being renewed, dipped, cleansed, cleared. This is literally a clear quartz crystal right here. A clear quartz tower. You're being baptized in real time. Talk to me about my TAYliens. You're being baptized in real time. So, know your worth, know your values, know your rules, know what you've ended, know what you will no longer put up with, and proceed with caution when in unfamiliar territory, because you are in a vulnerable state at this time. 2 cards, please. We have Lotus Flower Enlightenment. See? That came out in group number 3 as well, if you want to check that out. I'm smelling something that's kind of powdery, florally, something like a lilac scent, lilac, lavender, baby powdery scent that you put on yourself at nighttime, or something about aromatherapy at night. And this came out in the collective message. So group number 3 is being highlighted, as well as the collective message is being highlighted right now. In particular, bottom of the deck, we have power lines, energy. See, your energy, your source of power, it's visible. Like your power is visible right now, which means that anyone can just reach out and touch it. Like this is giving like vulnerability here. Like although your power lines are all exposed, and people like regular humans, like we know that if we go touch that, oh, you're flucked. But that doesn't mean that they can't try to tamper with it. So this, my TAYliens, is a message from the moon to know that at this time you are a bit vulnerable. You are shining very bright, but your source of power is exposed, or it's very obvious, or it's very clear right now. Something is very clear or obvious, and most people wouldn't look at it as something to tamper with, but I don't know why I'm being brought to someone wants to tamper with something. I keep hearing tamper with evidence. I don't know. But let's continue pulling cards. We have the King of Cups. This came out in the collective reading. This stuff is all just coming together. The Six of Swords. I just heard something about knowing when to leave well enough alone. See, and that's what this Queen of Pentacles is kind of looking like. It's like this King of Cups sees the power lines, the vulnerability, and doesn't want to tamper with it. Someone sees the value, sees the worth, and doesn't want to tamper with it, wants to see where it will go. Six of Pentacles. Or even give it energy that it needs to go further. Come on, strength, as I'm talking about that. Okay, so wow. There's a lot of love flowing to you that is being channeled to you. So be mindful of who and what you allow in your energetic field. Because it can easily make or break you, if I'm being honest. I'm being honest. So just make sure you're in situations that are giving and taking equally. And I pre-shuffled for my TAYliens. And look, Shield, you need to defend yourself. As I was talking about your exposed power lines. Come on, temptation will test you. Come on, I'm telling you. Look at this. Look at how it's unfolding. This card came out again in the collective message with the King of Cups as well. Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Someone will try to convince you that, oh, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. One more. Secret Admirer. Let's get new bottom of the deck energy. Haystack. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. This wants to peek out as well. Bread, period of prosperity and abundance. You've built yourself up for some sort of success. And right up under Haystack, Karma, you will reap what you have sown, is money path. A path of money is waiting for you to find it. All right. So another thing that I'm seeing here too is that while you are loading up, like your energy is loading, you're feeling good, you're feeding yourself, you're fueling yourself, at the same time, someone could be wanting to come in to get you to give them some of your energy, get them to give you some of your time. Now, this doesn't have to be malicious in certain cases. The only time that it turns into temptation or malice is when you are doing something against your boundaries, against your will. So this is why it is good to know your boundaries, to know what you are willing to do, know your rules. Remember, we talked about that at the very beginning, to know your rules, know your boundaries, know where you stand, know how you feel. Right now is just a time to make sure you are in equal give and take situations. Any chances that you're taking, make sure that you're not giving more than you should for your own survival, for your own existence. Again, your power lines are out. Like, people are like, damn, like, you got a lot of power. Like, you're looking good, living better. You're looking big, bad. You're looking good. You're just unfolding beautifully. So you're the flower that you got to protect. So if they don't come in correct, don't let them come in at all. Whether this is a friend, a lover, a job, make sure you know your boundaries. Make sure you know your worth. Say what you mean what you say. And also, make sure their actions align with their words. I'm seeing that you're being softened up here, which this is the point. You're meant to be softened up in a situation. But again, your lines of power are exposed, so people are seeing that you're softening up. That's why your boundaries have to be in place. Boundaries don't mean that you have to be hard. You can still be just as soft and pretty as you want to be. But don't let anyone convince you to take your boundaries out of position. Because that's when you start self-harming. There's a lot of people that want your time, effort, energy, and attention. And they would love to take you out of your comfort zone. They would love to take you out of your bag. Do not take those chances. You've already done it before. You've already seen what that got you. And you've finally built yourself up to where you are now. Don't allow yourself to be destroyed again, to have to rebuild again. All right, let's go ahead and read the Moon Goddess message, okay? And then we will proceed, and that'll be it. All right, so the number 25, my loves, I'm going to read number 25 to you. Excuse me. And we're going to get this on and popping. All right, so we have the Moon Goddess with the keywords of divinity, hidden, depth. The divine feminine is watching over you, offering guidance towards your full potential. She shines her silver beam upon you, speaks to you in your dreams, and draws you out into the dark of night to bathe in the beauty of her light. Did I say that earlier, that you could be getting things in your dream? Not your dreams, receiving energy in your sleep. I hope I did, but I did think that earlier, and it said it here. She encourages you to live in tune with the lunar cycle, to meditate and relax. She welcomes you into her realm of magic and asks that you live a life that is true to the magic of your heart. Do not be afraid to follow your dreams, for they will lead you to your destiny, showing you what you are capable of achieving if you set your mind to it. Be bold and take the first step, and the path will soon be revealed to you. Just as the Moon Goddess does not reveal her full light all at once, so you too have a hidden side that is waiting for the opportunity to reveal itself. There is far more to you than meets the eye, and now is the time to bring out those hidden talents and gifts. Let the world see more of your light. King of Cups, Six of Swords. Follow your heart, see where it leads you, see where it guides you, see what it gets you, and it will show you some value that you didn't even know was there. You're going to use that value to catapult you into a position to give to others and to give to yourself in plenty. All right. This is all that I have for my TAYliens. Sending you so much love, so much life, and leave your little UFO and alien emojis in the comment section down below. I'll be looking for you. And I'm off.